What is going on, people? Back for another review. And if you couldn't tell by the title, this is a review of the movie Zoombies, put out by the Asylum. It's directed by Glenn Miller. It's written by Scotty Mullen. It stars Ione Butler, hopefully I said that right, Andrew Asper, Kim Nielsen, among many others. Pretty much this movie takes place in a zoo, if you couldn't tell by the title. It's called Eden Wildlife Zoo. Pretty much what it has is animals that are getting rehabilitated or very, close to extinction kind of animals where it's just pretty much a wildlife in a reserve for these animals. And right now it's not open to the public, but what's going on is a bunch of college interns are coming here to, I guess, learn the zoo before the zoo actually does open to the public. But what's going on at the same time is these monkeys are getting taken into the lab, and you find out that they're sick. No one knows what's going on. They're trying to fix it, but nothing that they're doing is working. And then these monkeys go nuts and somehow find their way out of the lab and into the zoo. And whatever their sickness is, it's spreading to the other animals in the zoo. Hence the title Zoombies, kind of like zombie animals, I guess you want to call it. So pretty much it's these interns against these zombie animals. That's pretty much what's going on in the entire movie. Let me say with the characters, you don't learn too much about them, but they have enough personality between all of them that you kind of either like them or you don't. There's a Clay Matthews lookalike, so all you Green Bay Packers fan, you might want to check this out. Kind of looks like a Clay Matthews, and it's funny because the guy's name is AJ, so it's like a Clay Matthews, AJ Hall kind of deal, like mixed together. But like I said, some of the characters they rub you the wrong way. Some rub me the wrong way, and let me say one of them got her comeuppance. Yes, I did. I did use that word. Hopefully, I used it right. I never used that word before, so hopefully, I used it in the correct context. But pretty much, you know, she kind of gets what's coming to her. But there's other ones that definitely surprised me. There was one character that I did not like in the beginning, and turned out that by the end, I kind of did like the character. But it's all pretty much these people trying to stay alive through this entire movie. Not only do you get some monkeys, you get some other zoo animals, let's say lions and tiger. No tigers actually. Lions and other such animals, birds. There's others I don't want to get into. But pretty much it's a fight for survival throughout the day of this zombie, I guess you want to call it, apocalypse. This zombie apocalypse. Let me say, with this movie, it's got a lot of CGI, which, if you've heard from me before, I'm kind of biased against. I ain't not really. I'm not the biggest CGI fan. In here, some hits, some doesn't. Some I was just like very not impressed. But other times I was like, it did its job. We also do have some practical effects, which it kind of jumped back and forth. So I must give it that. There was certain parts that definitely look good. The whole movie itself looked really good, like the way it was shot and everything in this zoo. I thought it was really good. Again, just some of the CGI I could have done without, but again, I'm biased against it. So some people might like it, some people might not. Some people definitely give more leeway. The Sharknado movies and stuff like that. I just can't get into with the whole CGI thing. I'm just more old school and more of a practical effect. So if there was anything that I could have did without with this movie, I would have liked more practical effects in it myself. But worse things. There's worse things that could have happened in this movie. But overall, I definitely enjoyed it. Again, with the little amount of character buildup, you definitely didn't really need that much because each one had their own persona where you could have, you didn't need a whole backstory or anything or too much character development to, kind of get either with them or without. So that was another thing. They had enough personality around them that you didn't really need a whole backstory. There's a little girl in here who I thought was, really good for her role. She was, in it more than most young kids and stuff. The animals, the animals that they choose, I thought were pretty funny. Some scenes were pretty pretty funny actually. But overall, I definitely enjoyed it. I'll leave the links where you can get it. You probably can get it off the asylum.com or Amazon or somewhere like that. But definitely go ahead, check this out if you're into zombie movies. Technically, if you enjoy animals, but these animals are kind of going and killing people. But if you enjoy animals, definitely go ahead, check it out. If you just enjoy overall entertaining movie, definitely go ahead, check out Zoombies. Again, I'll leave all the links on the bottom of the video so you can go ahead and purchase it. If you enjoy my reviews, definitely go ahead, like this video. If you know someone who might want to watch it, definitely go ahead and share it. But most of all, if you come and view my channel, definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because again, I try to put out more reviews all the time. So if you enjoy one, you probably enjoy the others. So definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, check out all my other reviews. There might be a movie that you missed me review that you might want to see one time. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this. Go ahead, check out Zoombies. Go ahead, check out my other videos. Go ahead, subscribe. And yes, I do, right at the end of every video, I do say I have an Instagram where I show off all these movies right behind me. If there's one you want to see reviewed, definitely either get a hold of me through Instagram, or go ahead, send me a message on YouTube and be like, hey, listen, I saw a movie in your collection that I might want reviewed. Could you review it for me? And I'll go ahead and do it for you. So again, go ahead, like this video, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys.